Hi, and welcome to a super fun collaboration YouTube hop between Crafty Meraki and Lindy's gang. There are lots of funness lined up, and I will get right into that after I'm just going to talk about this gorgeous Orchid Opulence stamp set. It is a one and done stamp set, also with a coordinating die cut. Everything cuts out in one go. You're never going to lose some of those tiny little die cuts. So I am going to be watercoloring with my Lindy's magical shakers today. But first off, I'm going to be heat embossing these orchids onto some watercolor paper. First, I'm treating it with some anti-static powder. We're going to pop that into our Misty. And then we're going to take our one-piece stamp. You can see here, it is all in one. And yeah, you just peel off the acetate, pop that into your Misty, stamp up, and you're good to go. Every single image in one place. It could honestly not be simpler. So this we are going to be inking up with our Wow embossing ink, and then we're going to be using bright white opaque or opaque bright white embossing powder. But while I'm doing this on screen, I'm just going to chit chat a little bit about the fun giveaway, because it wouldn't be a collaboration with some fun prizes. So there is a $25 gift voucher up for grabs from both of these companies, both Crafty Meraki and Lindy's gang. All you have to do in order to be in with a chance to win is fill out the Rafflecopter form, which we will link down in the description box down below. So that is all you need to do. You don't even have to watch the full video, but it would be nice if you do and give us a little thumbs up, because also there's going to be some crazy amount of inspiration from both of the design teams. This giveaway is open internationally as well, so you don't have to worry about any kind of exclusions. As long as you're over 18, that is. But now we're going to get back into the making of the cardigan. So I have finished tapping off the excess powder, and I have melted this off camera. So we're going to get into our actual coloring. So I wasn't sure which colors I was going to use, so I brought out all of them. You know, a girl like to have options. So we are going to line these up here, and then because I'm going to be watercoloring, I'm also going to have some extra supplies. So a little bit of kitchen roll is always a good idea. And I'm also using one of these water fillable paintbrushes. Super, super handy for this kind of thing. So once you finish with one color, you just squeeze out a little bit of water, clean off the tip, and then you move on to the next color. Could not be simpler. So here, I was kind of going through them, and I was thinking, oh, which ones should I do first? And probably what I should have done is a little color chart, like a swatch chart. But I was getting impatient, so I just decided to get right in there and go for it. So the color I ended up settling for first is the Pemberley Pride Purple. So if you are unfamiliar with Lindy's gang, it is this amazing shimmery Inkalicious powder. So it looks very kind of, you know, it's like a shimmery powder when it's dry, and then you add water to it, and holy cannoli, the shimmer and the shine and the different colors. So there's like little specks of inks of all colors in these. It's not just one color. No, it is magical. Hence why they call it magical, I guess. So yeah, so as you can see here, I am using the same little bit of powder there. You don't need a lot at all. A little goes a long, long way for sure. And I'm still, even though it is just the one color, you're getting so much variation. And these orchids turned out to be so lifelike. I mean, that color is like, you know, like orchids you would find in the wild. Or orchids wild? No, they're not really. Well, they're wild. Okay. Side note and tangent. We don't really need to worry about that right now, do we? So as you can see here, I did add a little bit of another color, and I decided it just wasn't quite right. So I went straight back to that Pemberley Pride Purple. And yeah, as I said, this could have been the only color I used for sure for all of them, because it just looks so, so pretty. The only thing I'm thinking now that I could have done differently is stamp it up with a black embossing, either with a black ink or black embossing powder, because I think that would have made them kind of come to life even more, and you'll get more of those details, because sometimes with the white, you kind of lose a little bit of the detail. The heat embossing is lovely, but yeah, I think I should have done the black line and then heat emboss clear on top, or use the black embossing powder for sure. But you live and learn, and then if you decide to try this technique yourself, try both ways and see which ones you like the best. So I am going to be continuing here, so adding little bits of details, and for the middle I decided to use the Pinkies Up Pink, super fun name that one. And then also for there's just a little stem, so I did the Dunkin' Biscuit Blue Green. First I tried one of the teals, but it was just too tealy. It's gorgeous, but it just wasn't working for a stem. So I settled for that Dunkin' Biscuits Blue Green. And then, you know, the coloring is pretty much all done. So we're gonna put this aside and let it dry before we cut it out with our coordinating die cut. So here I have just gone in a little bit with a quite heavy inked paintbrush to kind of add those sort of like little speckles. And some of them got a little bit too bright, so I've gone in again with the paintbrush and just kind of softened up a little bit. But honestly, it came out pretty cool, if I may say so myself. So this is finished, it's dry. We are going to cut these out now, and then we're going to make a background and all of that. But the one thing I will say about the one piece die is that you line it up, and then make sure you use a little bit of like washi tape or post-it tape or something like that, just to make sure that it doesn't slide around when you're running it through the die cutting machine, which happens quite easily. So with all die cuts, I should say, actually. So just to be on the safe side, make sure that your beautiful coloring doesn't go to waste. Just pin that down with a little bit of post-it tape, and then run it through your die cutting machine and poke them out. It is all done. Just did that one time. Everything is cut out and ready to be put on the card. Honestly, it's slightly genius, yes. So here we are gonna admire our little pieces for just a second, and then we are gonna move on to our background. So I have decided to go for quite a monochrome background because these are so shimmery. So we are gonna be using this Effortless Shimmer paper pack, but we're not actually gonna foil it. We're just gonna take the panel as it is. This pattern I love, is so stunning. And we're also going to add just a note sentiment. This one has been foiled, so that is a little bit shimmery because I can't resist the shimmer and the glimmer. And of course we'll be adding a little bit of bling-a-ling to this as well, because those flowers are clearly not sparkly enough on their own. Yes, they are really, but when you're a blingaholic, that's what you do. So here we are going to just kind of puzzle around a little bit before we're happy with our layout, and then we're going to glue all of those down. So I decided to go for quite a flat card today, which is highly surprising for Erica, but the bling is not, so we are definitely going to be adding some of those as well. These are the prismatic purple, and I thought they would go just perfect with those kind of shimmery purples flowers, and we're going to add those with our bling buddy and a little bit of Barely Arts glue. And then the card is pretty much done. I really hope you will enjoy the rest of the hop and that you've enjoyed this card. Don't forget to fill in the Rafflecopter form for your chance to win one of the $25 gift vouchers. But that is it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon again. Bye for now.